Ladies mostly had to go on fire duty to operate, putting incendiary bombs out with the syrup pump and all that. And you had to go and be trained, and it was really funny. Francis and I, you put your gas mask on, well, you look like pigs. If you make any noise, like a laugh or anything, it comes out with horrible noise. And Francis and I were going around, it was really horrible, the noise, and we got severely told off. And they said, "Do you realise there's a war?" I thought, yeah, no, but she looked at me and I said we couldn't start. I was Gunga Din, I was the water carrier, and she was the one that did this thing. But you're allowed to do something like that. Yeah. And we had a lot of barrage balloons up near us, you know, to stop the enemy planes coming over. And one night, our loo was in the backyard. You see, you had to go in the backyard. And I was at Nora's house, who lived next door but one to us, my sister Nora. And I was just in the loo, just about to come out, and a hand came round the door, and the siren had gone, and there was all like flashing lights, I couldn't make work. And it was Bob. And I said, "Wait a minute." And he said, "No, come on." And he dragged me out. And one of these barrage balloons had broken loose, and all the wires were tangled around the telegraph wires, and it was all flashing all up the street. So we couldn't go out of the houses till our air raid warden had made it sure that it was safe. And it looked awful, you know. They're huge, really, when you see them on the ground, you know. Oh yeah, about bigger than this house, you know. They were in the built-up areas to stop the planes coming, you see. That was the idea. Your granddad, I mean, I've got the proof there, you know, used to keep a notebook of the hours he worked, paid by the hour as well as the number of, the piecework, the number of jobs they'd done in that hour. I think they were timed to do so many dozen in such a 1 hour. And during the war, some weeks he'd worked 80 hours. They never had a day off. I remember one time he went 11 weeks without having a day off work. And towards the end of the war, when it was really bad in London, they used to be picked up on Friday. They worked nights, alternate months, nights or days. And if they were on days, they would be picked up on Friday night at work in a coach, taken to London to relieve the Home Guard there, because they were at it every night, you see. And they'd bring them back straight to work on Monday morning. Blackheath, we were on the anti-aircraft guns there. It was a big heath. Apparently it's all posh now, but when he was there, he said it was a horrible area. Because it would be all bombed, all being rebuilt, you see. There were the guns in Birch Park, near to where we lived. That's where they used to do the training, you know, for the Home Guard. But as I say, he worked those long hours, and he used to go to Home Guard twice a week in the evening. And he also did fire watching at Withington Town Hall. So they'd been working all day, and they'd have to go and fire watch all night. They had very little sleep. As I say, we weren't sorry he hadn't gone. I mean, he was no hero, he didn't want to go. But it was nothing to do with him. Every 6 months the firm had to apply for them again. So he never knew he was there. No. But they never fired them here. It was only the night of the Blitz when there was any really massive bombing. But they didn't fire them.